Hey guys, how's it going? I am Louis, the average guy 1983. Thank you very much for tuning in this video, and I just wanted to sincerely apologize for the way my voice is going to be sounding. It's going to sound like I'm holding in a cough, which I am. I'm still in the recovery point. I still have my knee pretty damaged here with a bunch of purple marks all over it versus the other knee that looks a little bit more thinner and normal. You can see the difference. But I'm recovering from that. And I'm still in a lot of pain, and I can't wear any safety gear yet on the right side. I also have this scarring right here that you can kind of see there, and also some scarring right here on this point. And then obviously my face, it looks jacked up. And then on top of that, to make it a bonus point, I still have my teeth broken. And you can see the scarring from here on this side. If I remove my glasses, you can see the rest of the scarring that I have on this side. So physically, I'm still not 100%. I'm like 40% healed. I went today to go get an x-ray done of my right knee just to find out why it's not 100% bending. I'm just hoping it's just swelling and nothing more serious. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started explaining what happened on this accident. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. I don't remember a thing. I really don't. And I'm not scared of this crap, but I'm concerned that I had a concussion and I don't remember the accident. I don't remember even leaving my house. I do remember that I had told my wife in the morning time when I had woken up that I was gonna go to Rite Aid Pharmacy to pick up some cough drops for my daughter because she caught COVID, and she seemed to be doing okay with that, but she was coughing. And I was like, let me go pick some up. I'm not gonna take my safety gear. It should be really quick. It's less than 2 blocks away from my house. So I figured everything would be fine. It wasn't. Turns out that if it wasn't for this Wolfbox G930 dash cam that I had installed on my Segway Max G2 with that portable DeWalt battery, I would have never known what the hell happened in that accident. So this little Wolfbox G930 dash cam, though it doesn't have image stay, pretty much saved my life and basically told me the story of what happened. Now the lens did get a little scratched up, so I'm hoping it still works decently so I can still use it. If not, I'll replace it. These things are very affordable. They're about $130 right now. So when I first bought it, it was like $120, but I don't mind paying an extra 10 bucks to get a replacement. But yeah, if it wasn't for this G930, man, I wouldn't have known how I actually had that incident. So it turns out, based on this dash cam footage, that I went through the same street as I always go through when I do my scooter videos. I always start at a certain point. And I started at that street, and as I was making my way down on that street, I ended up hitting some unavoidable gravel on the floor, loose gravel, granulated, that almost looked like sand. And there is a lot of construction going on in this area, so we have construction trucks passing by all the time. You guys seen the video when I installed this dash cam that we had people from the power company putting up like new wiring and lighting and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that going on in the city over here because they're fixing things up. But basically, like, the injuries that happened to me are, in all honesty, 100% my fault. It's 100% my fault because I could have wore safety gear. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not have any like body armor yet, or any kind of like knee pads or elbow pads or anything like that. But I did have 3 different kinds of helmets, 2 full face and 1 bike style helmet, which I don't recommend the bike style helmet after what happened. I recommend you go for a full face instead. So and again, I'm sorry for the way my voice sounds. It's just this freaking lung right here. It's just still swollen, and I do have asthma, so it just makes things a lot worse. And again, I got another like 3 more weeks to like fully recover from this, but I am recovering. I'm even on something called prednisone, like 50 milligram pill that I have to take every day till it gets better. But yeah, getting back to this, the gravel thing was unavoidable. So even with the tires having good grip and having less than 260 miles on the scooter, it was unavoidable. The scooter skid out of control, and when it skid out of control, I slid with the scooter. When that happened, there was a park bus in the front, and I hit half of my body on the front of the bus, or the back of the bus, sorry. And I hit all of this, and I damaged my face, I damaged my arm, my knee, everything. And you guys, like you guys seen in the previous video, exactly the way I looked at in that video is exactly how I stayed for quite a bit, until I was able to clean a lot of my face up after like the first week. I'm impressed with my Segway Max G2, and I do intend on fixing it. Right now I tore it partially down to try to fix it. I'm gonna show you guys what the scooter looks like right now and tell you how impressed I am with it, because Segway did a really good job putting the frame together of the scooter, because the only thing that broke was the turn signals on the sides. The fender got scratched up, so I bought a replacement fender. I'm not sure if it's brand name or not, but it looks identical to it, and I bought it for like 50 bucks. I know it's expensive, but I got it on eBay. I need to get a new kickstand, and obviously the replacement handlebar, and I'll definitely show you guys how that looks right now. So with that said, like I said, the other percentage of fault was on the city for not having the street sweeper guy come and sweep all that mess up that they had of granulated garbage that was almost like passing at a pathway, cement pathway at a beach with beach sand on top of it. If any of you guys have ever walked at the beach with regular shoes and you go over granulated sand, you know you can easily slip. And that's exactly what happened with the scooter at 15 miles an hour. So at 15 miles an hour, I damaged the hell out of my face and body. And obviously it didn't help that I'm a bigger person as well. I was 287 at the time. Now I'm freaking 292. So I went up on weight because I haven't been able to do any weightlifting or any walking right now. I can't tolerate it at the moment. I get really body achy. So I have to wait until my doctor clears me from that. But anyways, now that I talked to you guys about my health, let me go ahead and just let you guys know that I'm doing okay. I'm recovering slowly. I'm like 40% recovered. So again, thank you so much for you guys' love and support. You guys actually showed more love and support than my own family, man. So I appreciate that very much. Other than my wife and my kids being concerned about me, when it comes to my mom's side of the family, nobody really chimed in. So and I have a few of them that are subscribed to my channel as well, and nobody said anything except you guys. So it's funny how you always end up getting more love and support from a stranger than you do your own family, man. But anyways, thank you guys so much for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the parts on the scooter now that I showed you guys this Wolfbox G930 thing that actually did help. And I'm gonna stand by this thing, man. The only thing that Wolfbox really needs to do with their dash cams is add image stability to their cameras. If they can add image stability, man, this thing would be so cool for scooter riders, because like I said before, you can just grab a power bank that does 5 volts 2 amps or 5 volts 3 amps output through USB-C, and you're good to go with powering this. You just got to figure out how to wire your rear camera to the back of your scooter, and you would be good to go. Or you can have double GoPros or Ace Pros. You could put one here in the front of the chest and one behind you on the backpack and clip it on, and you can have that as protection as well. But I like this idea and just having extra protection all around. So I'm going to try to figure out a way to install one of these two on my GT1 that I got to replace the Max G2. This was before the InMotion RS ended up finally shipping to me. So I was told that the InMotion RS wasn't going to ship till January 31st. So I bought a GT1 because I wanted to get a GoTrax GX3, but the GX3 was out of stock. I then tried reaching out to GoTrax. GoTrax never responded to any of my messages that I sent them by email. So I'm scrapping GoTrax from the scene, and I'm sticking with Segway when it comes to the scooter stuff. I got a GT1. It still has 0 miles because I haven't got a chance to ride it yet. It is unboxed, so I apologize for not doing an unboxing of that. The RS, on the other hand, is still in the box with the straps on. So that's going to be getting unboxed on Saturday. And I can't wait to show it to you guys and go over some of the settings and see if it still has that USB-C port underneath the display that a lot of people seem to be missing, that have no idea it's there. But yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys all the Segway problems and go outside afterwards and show you guys where the incident happened. Alrighty, my friends, so let's go ahead and open up the drawer that has all of my Segway parts here for the Max G2. So as you guys can see, I put the Wolfbox G930 back, but you know what, man, I swear by this thing, and I'm not even joking around. This thing is the reason why I was able to know what happened in my injury, like the accident. And though the lens is a little scratched up, I'm gonna see if I can fix it. If not, I'll replace it. This is 130, by the way, and it uses just 5 volts up to 3 amps of current. You need at least minimum 2 amps though to run this this dash cam, but this is very convenient. I'm reinstalling this or replacing it on the Max G2 when I get the Max G2 fixed. But here's the handlebar, so you guys can see how I got bent. Now, if I try to unbend this, there's a possibility that I might actually make this worse and break it. So I'm gonna hold off and wait until I'm able to get this handlebar replaced. It might take a few months, which is the reason why I bought the Segway GT1 as a replacement for the Max G2. But I'm not getting rid of my Max G2. I just want to let you guys know that. Here's the kickstand. They got damaged. So this is like literally damaged. It doesn't bend. If you try to bend it, it gets stuck at the edge of the frame of the scooter. But it doesn't stick all the way anymore. It's like broken. It's loose. I have one of my meat chow mirrors there, and the one that broke, which is obviously from the right side. I have the thumb throttle I had to take off in order to be able to remove the handlebar. The horn with the turn signals. Literally the front and rear turn signals that the handlebar has, and this has 4 wires, so it's easy to merge 2 wires together. I do plan on putting on some rear LED turn signals on the fender, so this is gonna be helpful. Brake line still works. The stem locker thing, the main control board with the headlight in the front, which I'm going to be tapping into these wires in order to get the turn signals to work for the rear. But this should be a fun project once I'm done with it. And then the same exact cover that's on the Max G30, which is identical to the Max G2. So if you ever get scuffs like I have here, you can just replace this with the Max G30 version. Alright, so this is how I have the Segway Max G2, and as you guys can see, look, everything is solid on the stem. This is impressive. What I just have here is just the cable line for the brake line and the cable for the dash cam on the back, right, the camera. And then this is the turn signal that still works. Everything still functions 100%. So I apologize for that loud beep because it's actually right here in the front. And I plan on using this also on the InMotion RS as well as on the GT1. But the scooter stem is solid. The wheel's not crooked. The tires are not popped. The rims are not scraped. All of this here is 100% solid. Now, the fender did get some scratches, but I do have a replacement fender, and that is this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm not really sure if it's a brand name. My only concern is that this part here in the back moves a little bit. Not a lot, but you guys can kind of see that. It's 100% brand new, and that's going to be going over this area right here to replace the old one that got all scratched up. And then also I have the rear dash cam that has some scuffs on it, but it's still good. So I'm going to reinstall it with the new bracket because it still works. But everything remains solid on the scooter, man. So Segway, good job on the making of the scooter. The way you guys built it, it definitely withstood my accident at 15 miles an hour. The only thing that broke was the handlebar. So again, as soon as you guys have the handlebar, the kickstand, and the turn signals available in the Segway Los Angeles, I'll be more than happy to purchase them, pick them up, and start reassembling my scooter back together. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And again, it's pretty solid. I mean, it's a whole lot smaller than the GT1 I'm about to show you guys that's inside of my house. But let's go ahead and go upstairs, show you guys the GT1 really quick, just briefly, because my kids are in the house. And we'll go out for the walk where I had the incident, and then we'll finish up and wrap up this video. Oh yes, one more thing. For the small group of people that were asking about the go-karts that I had mentioned previously that I have, they were asking if I still have them. Yes, I do. Allow me to show you guys real quick. Okay, so this is my shed here. And this go-kart that you see here is the original Segway 9-bot. We've had it for 3 years now. And I have it hanging. And then this one here in the bottom with the tarp, it's my son's go-kart here in the bottom. You can kind of see it there. See that? So there's 2 of them. We do use them, but the thing is that it's been raining a lot here in Los Angeles, California. And on top of that, there really isn't any like headlights or tail lights on these things to like be visible more at night. And I think these go-karts are more intended for private use, like in a private road and not in a public street, because they could only go about 16 miles an hour or 17, something like that. But here's the box to the GT1. And so I apologize for not doing the unboxing on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go upstairs real quick. Alrighty guys, so here's my Segway GT1 that is currently going to be replacing my Segway Max G2 for at least the meantime until it gets repaired. I'm not getting rid of my Segway or the GT1 because, you know, I already bought them. But this is definitely going to be my main scooter to use when it comes to like running small errands. Any long range errands, then I would use the RS. The RS is in the back. This thing still has 0 miles because I haven't had a chance to use it. And you can see the RS is right still in its box in the back. And I plan on unboxing this on Saturday, as long as my arm is okay to be pulling this thing. But other than that, that's it on the GT1. And again, it has really thick tires. These things are like 4 inches wide and they look like PMT tires as well. So it should have much better gripping on the floor and the street. But let's go ahead and go outside and show you where my incident happened. Alrighty, my friends, so we're walking to where I always start off my scooters, and like you can see, I reported this. Check this out. If it wasn't for this hole that you see here, anybody can easily go through this on a scooter, on a bike, walking or running, or even on a skateboard. This is a hole that I already reported to LADWP for doing their construction crap. And this is the kind of granulated mess that I was talking about, that I literally just tripped over. Look, you see that? This is exactly the crap that I ended up slipping on. And you can see how this incident could have been far worse, where I actually crashed at. But this right here is where the hole's at for the patch job that they're supposed to be doing here for LADWP. Just so you know what's going on with that. Right over here is where I crashed at. So let me cross the street and show you guys where. Okay, so normally you guys know that I always stop and start my videos here. And what was going on based on what the dash cam showed me, I was riding right here in the streets. I started from here. I jumped off of here. Well, not jumped off, but like went off like I usually do on this side of the street. And there was granulated material. Look, similar to this. Again, look, check that out. That's another hole that I didn't even know about, because what they did was they replaced this big power pole here. This giant thing, they installed a new one and they patched up a hole, but they didn't do a good job on it. And the rain is not helping this. So let's keep going. But right here, where you can see that bus at, that is pretty much around the area where I crashed at. And I'm gonna show you exactly where I was on the floor. And again, it's granulated mess like this kind of stuff here that caused my accident. Things that need to be cleaned up. Right here is where I crashed. This spot right here. Now, there was a granulated mess around this area here. They kind of cleared it out, or maybe the rain cleared it out, because you can still see some road debris there. But as I went up this way, I went up on this area right here. And this is where I lost control. and then my body hit the edge of the bus right here on this side, and I landed on the floor. And that is exactly what happened. So this is where the incident happened. But as you guys can see, I'm actually walking. I'm walking back towards my house because I don't live too far from this spot. And you guys can see exactly what I was identifying of the mess. And the city needs to do something to be cleaning this up. But again, it was 100% my fault when it comes to my injuries, because I could have been wearing safety gear and I could have avoided all of that mess, but I didn't, and that was my fault. So now I have safety gear and I will be using that moving forward. I recommend that you guys get a full face helmet. Scrap that idea of a standard bicycle helmet. That's not going to work for you. You need a full face. Trust me, please. Other than that, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. I plan on doing the unboxing of the RS on Saturday, as long as my arm is feeling okay to do the unboxing, because I have to pull it outside. And if it's not raining, that's another plus. But look out for that video. And again, thank you guys for watching my video on my update on my health. And thank you for watching the video entirely and for commenting your support. And I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Peace for now.